Segment 2 tonight focuses on a parent's fight for custody of a child. It's an ordeal that can tear families apart. When one parent takes a child out of the country, it can create extraordinary circumstances. Tonight, Leslie Griffith reports on one such case in the conclusion of her two-part series.
Stephen Fenton and his only son have the easy, relaxed give and take that reflects years of trust. But 6 years ago, they almost lost each other forever. In 1992, when Stephen Jr. was 6 years old, his mother took him to Mexico to visit her family. Soon it became clear they were not coming back. So Stephen Sr. crossed the border and went to the town of Jalapa, where his former wife's relatives lived.
The brother came to the door and said he didn't know where they were. They left town.
At the time, Stephen Fenton and his former wife, Esther, had joint custody of Stephen Jr. Fenton eventually decided to do whatever necessary to get his son home.
I decided the only way that I was going to get him back was to put together some kind of plan to recover him and find the best people I could, because I'd only have one shot at it.
He hired a man in the business of recovering stolen children. In the spring of 1994, they flew to Jalapa in a private plane and waited for the moment they could grab Stephen and bring him back to the United States.
I'd grown a beard, I'd darkened it, I had glasses made up with a slight tinting in them.
They waited for Stephen to get on a school bus, then Stephen's father boarded it too.
I just gave her instructions. I said, these are the documents. We're recovering this boy, Stephen Fenton. And as I handed her the documents, and as I turned to Stephen, she started screaming.
The documents were a Mexican court order for the recovery of the now 7-year-old Stephen and a copy of the custody order from California. Stephen Jr. soon realized why the bus had stopped and was terrified that he was about to be abducted by strangers.
He went crazy, and he started pulling hair out of my head, and I very...
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
I'd never seen him like that before. He was, I hope I never do, he was just screaming bloody murder, and he didn't know what was happening. I kept trying to tell him it was Daddy, it's okay.
I was really scared, and I thought he was like a criminal or something, trying to steal like, kids or something.
What had calmed him down was I reminded him of a time I took him fishing when he fell in the lake, and I pulled him out. And then all of a sudden he realized who I was, and every muscle in his body just relaxed, and he got real quiet.
When Stephen and his dad arrived at San Jose International Airport, they were met by relatives the boy had not seen in a year and a half. An aunt brought him some new tennis shoes.
How did Mary know exactly what size?
So you think things are going pretty well for you now?
Yeah.
School's good?
Mm-hmm.
Life is fine?
Yeah.
Got a girlfriend?
No.
Stephen's mom is now the heartbroken one. She and her son meet from time to time at the cyclone fence dividing California from Mexico. She faces arrest if she returns to the United States. Stephen says they sometimes play Monopoly together, and sometimes his mother cries. His dad says that when Stephen is old enough, he can board a plane and visit his mom in Mexico, but only when Stephen is old enough to know how to get home. I'm Leslie Griffith, and that's segment 2.